What's up, everybody? Jason Cole here with RCGroups.com, and we've got another review for you. This time it's the E-flite UMX Turbo Timber. Now, this is a tiny stall-style RC airplane that has flaps, ailerons, rudder, and elevator. And it is rare to see a plane this small offer flaps that are this effective, but that's one of the things that makes this plane so popular. The UMX Turbo Timber builds on the success of the standard version, and they've updated more than just a longer nose in different trim scheme. I was excited to see what this little plane has to offer, so let's dig right in and check it out. Now, for such a small plane, the box seems relatively big. It's actually basically a 25-inch square by 7 inches deep, and it does have the traditional carry handle and a flip open lid, which makes it nice for transporting and storage. Now, once you open it up and you see the airplane, you realize that there's really not a lot of room to make the box any smaller. But it is convenient, and there's a single piece of foam that covers the top of the plane. It's easy to remove, and you can get the plane right out, and off you go. The plane is pre-built inside, and all you need to do to get it ready is to throw your battery in and bind it to your Spectrum radio. You also get some extra pieces inside, like some leading edge slats you can use if you like. Some extra Velcro for your battery, and mounting hardware for the optional float set. Once you have the plane out of the box, you can start checking out some of its features, like the longer nose and turbo style look with 3-bladed prop, the large wheels, the LED lights on the plane, the mounting location for the float set, and you can remove the hatch by lifting from the front and see the battery location. Horizon Hobby also sent me a few of the E-flite 2S 280 mAh batteries and the charger plug adapter so I could charge them. Now, once I had those charged and ready, I was able to take out the manual and start the assembly process, which there isn't any. And with that done, we were ready to head to the field. And this is where the fun really begins, because this thing is awesome. Now, the manual does tell you to set a 6-minute timer for your flights, and I found under a heavy throttle usage that I was hitting the low voltage cutoff prior to the 6 minutes. So if you want to fly aggressive aerobatics and high speeds with a lot of full throttle time, you're going to want to set a 5-minute timer, and you'll be safe with that. But taking off with the Timber is awesome. There's so many ways to do it. You can hand launch it. You can do an ROG takeoff. You can put the flaps full down, do a stall style, just a couple of inches takeoff. You could probably take off of a park bench if you wanted. But the plane responds really well in taxiing. I was really happy with how that works. And then just cruising around, it feels good. That AS3X gyro system in there just smooths out any little turbulence or bumps in the air, and it just feels good. The flaps are very effective at slowing the plane down, and you can get it to fly extremely slow. I did have to add some down elevator mix in with my flaps, so be aware of that to prevent it from pitching up when you apply flaps. I also slowed them down in my radio as well. Touch and goes are great fun. I even do one wheel touch and goes where you can land with some aileron input, roll out on one wheel, and take back off. Man, it's just so much fun to do. And this thing excels at aerobatics. You will not be disappointed. The motor was upgraded from the previous UMX Timber, so it has a lot more power. It'll climb out vertically. You can hover. Straight line speeds are very fast. You can do point rolls, knife edge, snaps. I was even able to do some side slips, which I can only usually do with bigger airplanes. This is really the first kind of UMX plane that I'm able to do a side slip with. The rudder is very effective, so that's awesome. Man, just so much fun. Aerobatics, inverted flight, snaps, all that stuff. You can really horse around with it in a very small space. I was able to fly and do all this stuff in the infield of a baseball diamond. I mean, really small space here. And getting it back down on the ground is so easy. You can 2-point it, you can 1-point it and roll out or touch down with all three. With the flaps, they're just so effective. You can slow it way, way, way down and get a nice good wheel landing if you like. The other thing is Safe Select. This thing is awesome with Safe Select on. It allows you enough maneuverability still to be able to avoid obstacles if you're in a small space, but it keeps you really safe if you're a low-time pilot. You know, the auto leveling of the wings, the bank and pitch limiting, Just going to keep it in a controlled flight for you, and when you get in trouble, you just let go, it flies itself. You can even chop the throttle and it's going to land safely all by itself, assuming you're not running into an obstacle. But safe select mode is really effective and great for this airplane if you like, and you can have it on a switch so you can turn it off as you want to grow into aerobatics. And if you get in trouble doing that, just flip the switch back, let go of the sticks, and it'll self-level right there for you. So really darn cool. Now this is a UMX plane, so guess what? You can fly indoors as well. I did go to a local full-size basketball court gym. The plane was plenty maneuverable, even in safe select mode on, to be able to fly. And you can do some lazy circles. I was able to climb and do stall turns, rolls, loops, fly inverted. I was able to still do all the aerobatics, even in a gym. And it's a lot of fun flying indoors, too, with no wind or turbulence in the air. You can really try some different things and get down low to the ground. Man, it's a lot of fun. So, very, very, very cool. Now, I said it earlier, I think, but this is one of the best UMX planes you can buy right now. Especially with the standard UMX Timber no longer being available. This turbo version is a worthy successor with more power, great looks, and the ability to fly such a small plane with varying conditions and styles should appeal to just about anyone. You want an indoor plane? You got it. You want a high-performance aerobatic plane? You got it. Float plane? You can do that too. Stall-style takeoffs. You want an easy-flying trainer? You can do all this stuff. You want to fly at night? This will even do it. These lights are really effective and easy to tell orientation with. I'm really not sure what else you could want. But I did have kind of two complaints with this. The photo in the manual for taking off the battery hatch makes it look like you need to pull from the back of the hatch and lift it up, but that's not the case. If you do that, you could potentially break the foam keeper at the back. You do want to lift from the front. The manual could be a little bit more clear on that. The other thing I did was use my own Velcro for the battery. I don't really like the super thin Velcro that they give you, so I swapped out that for my own. And I also increased the throws for the rudder and the elevator. So I moved the push rod in one hole on the rudder and 2 holes in on the elevator. I just felt that gave me a little bit more control authority for aerobatics, a little bit more throw for knife edge. Just where I like it. You can try it stock first and then move it as you need. So that said, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this review. This is so much, fun for me to do and be able to talk to you guys and share my experiences with these planes with you. So if you appreciate it as well, we'd love for you to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel. We do these things all the time. So that's it for now, guys. Take care. Go outside, get some flying in a safe manner, and we'll catch you guys on the next video.